Oh, right, I'm back. Um, I'm thinking I need to do an easy scenario here. Because it will be Deathwalker's first time, right? Um, I also really need to pick up a lot of loot. I need to pick up some danged wood on this coral here. What's my new card do? Oh, it's an attack on the bottom, right? And an increased damage if they're adjacent to one of my other allies. That probably isn't going to happen too much, but I don't know. We'll see if we can make it happen, right? So I'm going to go to a scenario that I think of as a relatively easy one, the crystal fields here, as long as there's wood in the loot deck. There's some. It's only 3, but it's still some. I'm just going to really try to focus on looting. Everybody gets cursed. So not trap. So the nice part about this scenario is that there are traps in it, which will make trap more effective. Oh no. I guess I'll do option B. I need some money, so I get 10 gold. All characters have to discard 2 cards, and we get a new thing. So let's give 10 gold to Deathwalker. Everybody has to discard 2 cards. I can go ahead and do that now, right? Let's see. I'm going to want Shuck in this first room. I'm going to want Chaotic Refraction. Maybe I don't need Skitter too much. Let's not bring Drown Beneath the Waves, I think. I don't need that initiative. Let's not bring Skitter. I'm going to play Shuck for the top in this first room. This is, you know, it's a 3-room scenario. It's not a long one, but it's a longer one. I also have a trick here that I think I'm going to do that I use in my speedrun. Let's see. 2 cards to discard on Deathwalker. Probably Wave of Anguish. I'm not going to need that in the beginning. And maybe Lingering Rot. Poisoning Things is good, though. Anger the Dead. If I have Skitter, I don't need Anger the Dead to wound things, right? And on Trap. Trap does not want to discard any cards, but I probably don't even bring Electrified Net. I think I like Furry Facade. I also do like Honeypot for sure. And I looked at the FAQ. It turns out I was wrong about the words replace and create. Replacing a trap does count as creating it for the Proficient Hunter. So this actually is really strong to make a 7 damage wound trap. Like extremely strong paired with Honeypot. Which is unfortunate because now I don't have any cards to remove. Definitely take out the Electrified Net. I mean, maybe I would consider taking out Dismantle, but not really. Spring Loaded. There we go. That's the card I don't need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 2 to drop. Maybe Dangerous Ground. There's not like that much room here, so I don't really need traps. I don't need to wall off with traps as much. And then maybe Unavoidable Outcome. I should have an easy enough time proccing the traps as is, right? And we need to do one more road event. Never seen this one, so... Do you have wood? Do you wish to trade wood for metal? Sure. Option A. All characters can trade any amount of wood for an equal amount of metal. Outcast? I think this is an outcast, yeah. Oh, I've got 2 outcasts. So I guess both my outcasts gain 1 wood. They probably have to... Or they gain 1 metal. They would probably have to lose 1 wood. I don't know. It says 1 additional, so I'll just straight up take 1. And I didn't have to start wounded, so that's good. All right. Now we are ready. Let's see. There's no way we're supposed to drop all the way down to monster level 1. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Let's place the characters on. And we're supposed to be monster level 3. So let's continue on +3. Go back up to monster level 6. This really doesn't even look that bad. Shuck is going to be really good, piercing through all the shields. So let's start with Chaotic Refraction and Overwhelming Wave. I'll be the focus of this guy. I don't know if I want to do Proficient Hunter here. The problem is that this is a slightly longer scenario, given that it's 3 rooms, and like immediately going down is a little bit rough. This is just to kill all enemies. Nothing special about it. I already gave myself the wounds that I need. Let's go ahead and take... Okay, frozen corpses cannot be captured. Let's go ahead and take a challenge, and during order of initiatives, the order highest to lowest. Oh, that's interesting. All characters gain Retaliate X range 3, where X is their shield value. Add -1 to all character attacks. Okay, it says characters, not figures, so... I mean, this is just really good for Coral, but bad for my other characters. Actually, it's good for Trap. This is actually really, really good on Trap, and really, really good on Coral. And really bad for Deathwalker, so maybe that's a good time to do it. I don't want to mess with initiative being opposite. So we'll go for Spiked Armor. Then maybe after this, I need to go and play the job posting scenario that I unlocked, because I've never done one of those. I believe I am done with battle goals on Coral. So let's just look at Deathwalker first. Occupy a door hex, collect 3 or more loot in the same turn. I didn't bring a loot action. And no more than 3 turns in the hex in which you start. That's kind of hard on Deathwalker, because you use bottoms to move shadows. I guess I'll go for 3 loot turns, 3 loot cards in the same turn, and maybe I'll just bring my loot action. Not a huge fan. On Trap, never kill an enemy, end with 3 health or less. Should be easy to do that on Trap, because I can always walk on traps to damage myself, right? Alright, well this is going to be interesting. I kind of like just going late and using Exploding Decoy to pull in. I also get to start with a 2 damage trap, right? So that makes pulling in with Exploding Decoy even better. I could just go fast and just straight pull this guy. Traps deal 8 damage, so if I get a +1, he dies. But I don't see any reason to like start with that. Maybe I would just want to start with Improvised Improvement. That's not bad. And maybe I just like place a Regenerate trap right here that anybody can step on. Or I could just place a Regenerate trap and turn it into a 5 damage trap. I think I kind of like that, actually. And then I get to keep the 2 damage trap as well. And now my question comes, with the number of monsters in this scenario, do I want to be playing Call to the Abyss top or bottom? I generally play it for the bottom, but I really want to try making Call to the Abyss top work. And like, this is going to be my first time ever playing a Deathwalker scenario ever on +3 difficulty, and I also don't have items and stuff. I think I'm going to try Call to the Abyss top. I don't have very much Dark Generation, do I? I just have Fluid Night, since I don't have... So maybe I want Call to the Abyss, just to get that Dark Generation, and I kind of want the loot card. I don't think I really need a ton of shadow movement. I do have the, on long rest, move a shadow 3, which I think is really helpful. I could drop Black Barrage here for like Call of Doom. Maybe I drop Strength of the Abyss. I like Strength of the Abyss for the bottom in a scenario like this, though. I don't know. Maybe there aren't quite enough monsters to really justify it. Lingering Rot can be really, really good here. If I drop... I would want Call of Doom just to set Dark for Black Barrage. Maybe I'll drop Strength of the Abyss to take Call of Doom. And then... maybe I'll just leave it like this, and I won't bring the loot action. I'll just try to stack 3 on the same turn with pulls from Trap or something. It should be doable, because I would really, really like to get that perk, or that battle goal. And then my masteries, remove 7 in a round, definitely not happening here. You have to like really plan for that. And then place or remove a shadow every round. This is not a good scenario for that. So let's go to Call to the Abyss, I guess with Call of Doom. That feels like a pretty good start, right? So Coral first is going to shield and play 3 cards. Trap is going to create a regenerate trap right here and then turn it into a 5 damage wound trap. And then now we get move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's an 8 damage trap. And then he can't quite reach Coral, but he's close. And then guy number 2 goes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. And then we get an attack for 3. I've got a shield of 1. Attack for 3 with shield of 1. So then I will shield 3 additional, which means that I shielded 4. And I had 2 retaliate, so he takes 6. This challenge is, like, literally going to help me. I guess it's going to make Deathwalker, like, useless. But, I don't know. I don't know. Seems very, very strong to me. I already did Trap's turn. I already did their turn. They can't consume ice to brittle, so now it's Deathwalker. So Deathwalker will move. I think I like moving right here, creating dark. Oh, there's already dark. Oh, I've got so much dark from Coral. I did not consider that. That's really nice. And then let's activate Call to the Abyss. And then, I mean, I'm already in a nice spot here. I want to deal some damage with Trap. If I can just push somebody into this trap, that would be really nice. I guess that's not really a thing, though. Not with the cards that I have. I could jump over 1, 2, 3, 4 and pull this guy in. I just don't see any reason to really be doing that. I could also just pull this guy in and he would suffer 10 and go down to 7. That's not horrible. I could extra teeth to combine these 2 traps into a 7 damage wound trap and then attack this guy and pull him in. That's what I like the most. And then on Deathwalker, I'm going to go for Forceful Spirits. What is a good initiative going to be? I guess it'll have to be at 34. But the nice part is this guy's going to go down to 2 health. He's going to go down to 2 health, and then with Forceful Spirits, if I target him first, I can put the marker on him, and then when he dies, I get a shadow, and then I can target the other guy with the other part of the hit. So that puts me doing Forceful Spirits with... I mean, Lingering Rot feels like it has the most potential to be useful, but maybe I won't do it. And then Coral, I'm just going to... I could just attack this guy and try to get him low so that Deathwalker could potentially kill 2. I don't hate that. That would be doing something like Sodden Soil with Sharp Chitin. I could Death on all sides. to get 2 attacks out. I don't want to be doing attacks with Coral until I have Shuck out, but maybe I Sodden Soil with Shuck and Death on all sides. And I'm just trying to kill this guy, like, immediately. So Coral first is going to activate Shuck. Then Sodden Soil. So attack for 3 with Pierce. Oh. Guy number 5 is going to get Immobilized Wounded. And then I'll hit him for 3. I don't have a target to add. So he just takes 3. So I guess that was underwhelming. I could attack him again, but there's not that much point in doing that, I don't think. Also, he would have taken 1 less because of the spiked armor, right? Yeah, because I missed the first attack, and then the second attack he would have taken 1 less. And then the other damage he took was just from the spiked armor retaliate. So definitely still going in my favor. Trap was going to combine these into a 7 damage trap and then attack here. So it's just attack for 1 because of the spiked armor. And it deals no damage, but 8 and 7 is 15 on guy number 3. And he gets this. And then next is Deathwalker. So I'm going to put my mark on this guy, consume the dark, and attack 2 targets here and here. And it's attack for 3, 2 because of the spiked armor. Let's go ahead and Eagle Eye Goggles. So on the first guy, get a +1, so it's attack for 3, and so he doesn't die. So I'll leave the mark on him, and then I'll attack this other guy. Was I supposed to be cursed? Oh, yeah, from the scenario effect. Okay. Unfortunately, he takes no damage, though, because of the spiked armor. At least I'll get a shadow. I could move up and poison, but I would rather Coral be the focus, right? And this guy's going to step up and hit Coral, as is. So I'll leave all that like that. And actually, they go ahead and go now. So he steps forward and attacks Coral because he was fastest. Attack for 4. I should just have 1 shield, right? So attack for 4 into 1 shield. I need 3 more shield, which means I had a total of 4 shield and 2 additional retaliate. So he takes 6 in retaliate, and I take none. That finishes that. Then guy number 2 would not move because there's nowhere for him to attack. Guy number 3 would die, and I get a shadow. Let's put it over here, maybe here. And then guy number 5 would suffer and attack. It's attack for 3. I've got 1 shield, so I take 2 damage, and he takes 3 retaliate from Chaotic Refraction. This spiked armor is like such a insane pull on the challenge. Okay. That finishes the turn. Very nice start here. Placing traps and doing Cleansing Swell sounds quite swell, I must say. Got Boots of Speed, I've got Power Potion. None of that is really standing out to me. I think I like just Fluid Knight. I really wish I had a few more multi-target cards, but Fluid Knight will create Dark, and then next turn I can Black Barrage. Did I get my experience? No, let's make sure I get my experience for consuming that Dark last turn. Yeah, I definitely like Fluid Knight here. So maybe I'll just go with Shadow Step, move forward and pick up this loot, and Fluid Knight. Well, I could also go 1, 2, 3, right? Yeah. So I can do... Oh, but that's 2 tops. Duh. So yeah, let's just step forward with it then. I also could just go ahead and rest the Spirit's top and hit the Frozen Corpse here, just to put a curse in their deck. I don't actually hate that, but it would be 3 retaliate that I don't necessarily want to eat. So that would be one benefit of Cleansing Swell here. I get to push these guys, and I get to wound the Frozen Corpse without him getting to do anything to me. So what if I just place like a 4 damage trap here and push him into it? I'm not seeing any downsides to doing that. So I'll Cleansing Swell. Do I care what I do with my bottom? Maybe just Tidal Blast? I'm thinking I'm going to have Trap come this way because I've got a lot of shield with my spiked armor to retaliate onto this guy with. That might be stupid. That might just be stupid, though. I kind of like it, though. So I'm going to... First, I'm going to place a 4 damage trap right here. With Boar Catcher. And then I'm going to move 3. 1, 2, 3. And just make a 2 health heal trap back here. And then Deathwalker is going to consume this shadow to attack for 5 right here. It's attack for 4 because of the scenario condition thing. Attack for 4, he takes 2 damage, but he gets marked. And then I'll step for 2 and pick up a piece of loot. I shouldn't do this because it means I get attacked for 6. And I could die. Actually, no, I guess it doesn't. Trap will be the focus, won't he? If I push this guy for 2. So Coral is going to push both of these guys with Cleansing Swell. First the Elite. I guess I'll Tidal Blast first, right? So attack for 2 into the Elite. 1 because of Spiked Armor. Oh, and it'll deal 2... 3, so he takes 1 damage through his shield, and then he gets pushed. Oh, I have Shuck, so he takes 2 extra. He gets pushed and he takes 4, and then he gets wounded. And then the attack into this guy, it's an attack for 1. 1, 2, 3, and it'll deal 3, and he dies. And I get a shadow. And now the Frozen Corpse will attack Trap, because Trap was fastest. Attack for 6. Trap is going to use the Tower Shield to reduce damage by 2. So it was 6, so I would take 4. And then he dies to retaliate. I guess I should have just done 1. Oh well. And this guy will move 1 and attack for 5. Trap takes 6. Oh, I don't have the 1. So I'll take 3 damage from the heavy chain armor. And then that means the Frozen Corpse will take 3. Okay, this is actually worse than I thought. I wasn't expecting to get down this low, but I wasn't thinking I would get hit twice. I was thinking just once. So that's a little bit of a mistake. I would love to get Trap right here, but maybe I don't need that. Let's see, if I move 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. The problem is I don't have any light, do I? I did not set light on this turn. Having light and stunning this guy would have been really nice. If he's single target, I could just run up to him and sharp chitten. I guess we'll just have to see what he's doing. I think I'm long resting Trap. I really don't want to short rest. That just feels... that would feel awful. And I probably just want to consume the dark to get an experience. And then I can throw a shadow into him to make him take 3. Good, he's single target. Okay, that's all I really care about. So I'll throw the shadow into him. He'll take 3 damage. And I get an experience. And then I'll consume the dark to attack for 2. And he takes 1. And I can't move Deathwalker, but this guy is now marked. And Coral is going to use Boots, and then do a move 1, 2, and then a move 1, 2, 3, and then I guess attack for 4. Oh, nice. It'll deal 5. It will wound and disarm. So he suffers from the wound. He does nothing, and then that means he doesn't make an element. It means that Trap will heal. I needed to deal 1 less damage because of the spiked armor. I've probably forgotten that at one point in time, but... whoops. I know I've remembered it on Deathwalkers. And then now everybody else will just long rest. Trap I already healed. What am I losing? Could do unavoidable outcome. There are already traps placed in this scenario, so it makes unavoidable outcome really good. Same thing with dangerous ground. Maybe I don't need exploding decoy. Exploding decoy is really good when you have proficient hunter up, so maybe I want to pop up proficient hunter. I kind of feel like I don't need extra teeth here, but even if I don't need the bottom, making a 5 damage trap on top is really good. I should have stamina potioned. Like, getting in that guy's face was kind of dangerous. Stamina potion would have been really good last turn. I think I'll drop Boar Catcher. And now, I mean, this guy's not dead here, but I don't know what I'd really do. I kind of like Honeypot and Proficient Hunter. So Trap is going to play Proficient Hunter. So increase the value of my damage or heal traps by 2. Then I will move 3 and make a 4 health heal trap. So I'll step right here and heal 2. And then I'll make a 4 health heal trap right here. And then next turn I can just step on it and be full health. This guy will suffer from his wound and attack for 4. Coral is long resting and has 1 shield, so 2 shields. So Coral takes 1 damage. And then this guy takes retaliate. Not even from the spiked armor, just from the thing. And I get a shadow here. Deathwalker is long resting, so I can move the shadow for 3. Coral is long resting, so we'll get to heal 2. So very nice first room ever for Deathwalker. And we still have like the Shuck and the Drown Beneath the Waves available. Honestly, I could probably just set up and then just one-shot the rest of the scenario with Shuck. Don't need Cleansing Swell. On Deathwalker, maybe I don't need Anger of the Dead, but Piercing Shield is pretty good here. It's also a good way to like just dump shadows for XP at the end of a scenario. I don't need Call of Doom. I totally didn't think about Dark being set by Coral. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, yeah, because I played Call to the Abyss stuff. Okay, I probably want to spend just a couple turns on Deathwalker picking up loot. So maybe I'll just do like a move 2. Do just a couple move 2s. Coral can spend a second picking up some tides. And Trap can just move over 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe I'll just move 3. I think I just like move 3 with Dismantle and maybe Dangerous Ground. Move 1, 2, 3. And then, yeah, make traps here. And then I get to use this thing to build up a huge trap before going through the door. This scenario is over. 1, 2, 3. We get 5, 3, and this is a scenario trap, so it's 8. And already we could just straight extra teeth this for the most absurd damage in the world. And then Coral will set these. Oh. Honeypot is what I played last turn. Okay, yeah. I just never ended the previous turn. But it doesn't matter. And then this is what I played this turn. Yeah. And so I guess I'll just Improvised Improvement. It's not the best, but now that this is a 7 damage trap, it's kind of more than all you need, right? So I'll just extra teeth and Improvised Improvement, and then I can Unavoidable Outcome. Maybe I'll Unavoidable Outcome Improvised Improvement this turn, and then next turn. Oh, I didn't make my 1 damage trap on my long rest. It would have to be back here. So I could have broken it down with the dismantle, but I didn't move in far enough to add it together. So that's okay. Coral, maybe I want to do like Skitter and Tidal Blast before I go in. Just to get extra movement to get over there faster. And then Deathwalker can just take some time here to pick up more loot. Everyone will just make sure they are all the way ready. Turn this into a 7 damage wound trap. So this is 12. How much health on these guys? We've got 15 on Elite Burrowing Blade and 11 on a normal. So it's really, really, really easy for me to combine these things. We get 12 damage from these two combined, and 20 if I combine all 3 of them, so I do not want to combine all of them with extra teeth. Oh, I need to be looting wood on Coral. Oh well. Actually, I probably should have just teleported to this shadow. While I'm here, you know? I think I'm going to step up onto this and pick it up. I can... Let's go slow and step up onto it, and then I can just tag something. And I think I'll go ahead and open the door here. Which means, would I rather go fast or slow? And I think I would kind of rather go fast. So, how quickly can Coral go and open the door? I could be planning to shuck here. I kind of don't want to, though. I've just done so much shucking. It would be nice to just not shuck bottom for a scenario. Shuck top is really good, so maybe I just move with sodden soil, set shuck top, and I might need to move with something else just to make sure I get into position. Let's drown beneath the waves, shuck, and maybe death on all sides. And I'll just go ahead and open the door here. I'll just extra teeth and exploding decoy at 22 speed. And so can I go right before 22 at 19? And I just need to tag, so just lingering rot. And I'm happy. So Coral, I have both Skitter and Tidal Blast. So +1 to all movements and +1 to one movement. So I'll do a default move 2, make it a move 3, move 4, move 5. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so then I guess I'll activate Shuck, and I'll just move in with Death on all sides. So it'll be a move 4. 1. Okay, so we get Elite. Spawn 2 Burrowing Blades at A. These are normal for 2 or 3 characters, Elite for 4. So 2 normal Burrowing Blades at A. They're targeting the enemy furthest away, moving 6 and jump, and attacking everyone along the way. So right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I just stay here, they're both going to be on Coral. If I go here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They would end like this, and I think I like that. So I'll go right here on Coral. Deathwalker is going to move 1, 2, and attack this Burrowing Blade with just a default attack for 2. So move 2, set the token on it, and default attack 2 will deal no damage, but this guy gets a shadow on him. Then Trap is going to step up. Step up with extra teeth. Destroy the adjacent traps to create a new one. So I make a 14 damage trap right here. A 14 damage wound trap by combining these. And then I will attack the marked guy for 2. Attack for 1. And it does no damage. And I pull him in. And they're not flying, so he's stands here and dies. Guy number 1 dies, which gets me another shadow. Then Deathwalker is furthest... Well, no. First, this guy will go here, move forward, and attack for 3. I've got 2 shield. And so he takes 4 retaliate, and I take no damage. I should have done +4 difficulty. This guy, they're targeting the furthest away enemy, which is Deathwalker. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't stand there. This guy ended his movement adjacent to a trap, so he'll suffer 8 damage from my unavoidable outcome. And both of these guys are going to attack Coral for 4. So attack for 4. I've got 2 shield, so I'll get 1 more shield. So I had 3 shield for the attack, so he takes 3, and I had 2 retaliate from Chaotic Refraction. Coral takes no damage, but gets wounded. And then on this guy, attack for 4. I guess I'll use this, which will give me shield 4 for the attack. So I take no damage, and it's shield 4 with retaliate 2, so he takes 6. Then this guy, he sees Coral, so he'll go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And since he went this way, he didn't target either Deathwalker or Trap. And he will just attack for 2. And I take no damage, and he takes 4 retaliate. This is a bit of a yikes scenario. Do I go for Anger of the Dead? If I consume these 2 shadows with Anger of the Dead, it becomes an attack for 4 with Pierce 3 because of the spiked armor. It's a -1, but I mean, hey, at least I could kill the guy. I could also just Fluid Knight, and that wouldn't use 2 shadows, but yeah, I'll Fluid Knight, and I'll just move on to this loot, I think. Coral, I mean, I'm up in here. Will Sodden Soil, Smashing Torrent, Cresting Force. Probably Smashing Torrent bottom. And Trap, I guess I'm long resting. Burrowing Blades can't be captured? I thought they could. I thought Burrowing Blade was one of the things. Or am I looking at the symbol wrong, and that is the can be captured? Oh, I really thought there was a Burrowing Blade. And a Frozen Corpse, actually. Okay. Well, I guess there's nothing for me to capture here, then. That's sad. Yeah, we're ready. First, Coral. So, let's see. Who do I want to get? Let's target... let's first Smashing Torrent, bottom. Then, I'll do 2 attacks. So let's Tidal Blast onto the Cresting Force. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So attack for 7. Let's target this guy right here. He's got 1 shield left. Oh, but he dies. And then attack for 3 with Wound. Let's hit this Burrowing Blade up here with the Sodden Soil. Ooh. Oh, he does get immobilized, though, which is nice. So guy number 5 is immobilized and wounded. And so he's just going to curse and muddle Coral, which is not the end of the world. And I didn't move... Okay. Believe I did all of my stuff. And so now Deathwalker is going to consume the shadow to attack for 5. I will Eagle Eye Goggles it. It's attack for 4 because of the spiked armor. But I get a +1, which is 5. 3 + 2 is 5, so he dies exactly. And I get a new shadow. I can just, like, throw this into him next turn. I could move 1, 2, 3, 4, but I might as well pick up, like, every piece of loot, right? This guy suffers from his wound and gives Muddle and a curse. And then this guy attack for 5, does 7. I've got 2 shield, so I take 2 damage. And then I had 5 shield and 2 retaliate, so he takes 7. Trap long rests and makes a 3 damage trap. And then, how am I finishing this off? I don't think I can pull this guy like this. I definitely can't. Probably just going to long rest Deathwalker here. It'll get my advantage back. I can also move a shadow, which will be nice. I guess I long rest Coral. And Trap already rested. I didn't need to bring the Trainer's Net. Nothing could get hit by it. Definitely going to keep Unavoidable Outcome. I'll drop Dismantle. Speaking of, I guess Extra Teeth. Extra Teeth basically one-shots this guy. Extra Teeth with Unavoidable Outcome. And so I don't even need to think. So I'll just move 1, 2. Destroy all adjacent traps to make a 5 damage trap right here. And then attack with Unavoidable Outcome. It's only an attack for 1, but he'll suffer 5. And then Corpse will attack for 3. I have 3 shield because I'm long resting, so he takes 5 retaliate with between the shield and the chaotic refraction. What's up? Okay, I have absolutely no clue where I was. If I had to guess, okay, so the Burrowing Blade was supposed to die to wound on this turn, but I remember the Frozen Corpse having had more health, so he's probably just attacked me and been retaliated on. So now it's the Burrowing Blade's turn. He dies to wound. Coral suffers from the wound and then heals too, because I believe I am long resting. And I still have 10 cards left to go into the final room. So I guess at this point I'll go ahead and set up and shuck. Because why not, right? Don't need death on all sides. That is not actually going to help me here. Then, yeah, long resting here as well. Am I missing a shadow? No, probably not, because I've got 2. I just don't have any way to get all of the loot in a loot action. So I won't be able to get my battle goal. Because I have not stacked things up to kill them. I have just killed them. Let's just drop Wave of Anguish. It's not going to be required here. And I can move 1, 2, 3 on the shadow. What is Trap doing here? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Coral is going to Chaotic Refraction and Cresting Force to loot 1 and hopefully pick up some wood. Trap is going to 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, fine. Deathwalker is going to Restless Spirits to kill this guy. I don't even need to do that, do I? Can I just move forward and attack with Black Barrage? I won't have Dark, and so my odds of killing will be very low. I could move 1, 2, 3. I can go Anger of the Dead. And that's what I'll go for. And so here I'll just move 1, 2, 3 with like Honeypot and Improvised Improvement. There we go. Figured it out. Deathwalker goes 1, 2, 3. I'll consume this shadow to make this an attack for 3, pierce 1, using Anger of the Dead. So 2, consume a shadow. Yeah, attack for 3, range 3, pierce 1. Well, attack for 2, range 3, pierce 1, right? Because of the shell armor, and it kills. Which gives me a new shadow. And then trap will go 1, 2, 3, and make a 7 damage wound trap right here. I definitely did not get to do my speedrun trick. In this scenario, there are actually 7 burrowing blades, but the standee limit for them is 6. And so what I do in the speedrun is I have my blink blade be invisible, and my other class has an attack where it hits everything adjacent to it. So I have blink blade stand over here invisible until all of the monsters surround my other class, the same way Coral got surrounded here. As soon as that happens, blink blade goes into the final room. One of these guys doesn't get to spawn because of standee limits. The other class does a whole bunch of true damage to all of the burrowing blades that are surrounding it and wounds all of them. And so like all of them die in like 1 or 2 turns because they all get wounded. And then blink blade like one-shots the guy right here as it opens the door, and then there's just one guy left. And you destroy both of these rooms 2 turns after your character over here gets surrounded. But I need to loot 4 on Coral. So it was possible to do, I just needed a loot action. And I get no wood. Oh well. I'll still have 3 chances, I think. It makes the most sense to just move shadows, right? Move all my shadows 2 with Black Barrage, and then I can just teleport to one of them next turn. I guess I'll Dangerous Ground like here and here. And I can Exploding Decoy where I'm standing and get just an absolutely ginormous trap. But that means that I want Coral to get out of the way, so Coral needs to go like 1, 2, 3 on this turn. So I'll just do a default move 2. And I guess I'll just set Shuck. I don't need to Shuck bottom. Coral has had enough fun, right? So Coral will go 1, 2, 3 with boots, and then activate Shuck top. Deathwalker will move Shadow 2, move Shadow 2. Trap is going to make a 5 damage and a 3 damage trap. Then move here, and because the hex I'm in is empty, make a 2 damage trap. So I can combine these now for 17, 19 damage. And I'm starting to think we're at the point where trap is busted. Oh my gosh. Now I long rest, and so it's not going to be a 19 damage trap, it's going to be a 22 damage trap. Plus I can play a trap with my top to make it like a 30 plus damage trap. What are the masteries? Oh, have a heal trap on the map with a value of at least 20. Could I be going for that? Destroy all adjacent traps to create a trap in an empty hex within range 2 that has the effects of all destroyed traps added together. So I would have to Honeypot, but Honeypot makes a 4 health heal trap, I guess, every turn, and then I can Honeypot 1 turn and Extra Teeth the next to turn it into a 6 health heal trap. And so I would just have to do that. I would have to do it 4 times, right? Because I don't have any other heal trap cards. I would need to draw my attack modifier that replaced the zeros. But, okay, it's probably not going to happen. Definitely long resting here. Let's just open the door. Let's get this over with. I'll just do Drown Beneath the Waves. Oh, well, I don't have Overwhelming Wave up yet. So Overwhelming Wave with Sharp Chitin, and then this next turn I'll Drown Beneath the Waves with Tidal Blast, I guess. And maybe Skitter. It's fine. there's no reason to not just teleport over here. So Forceful Spirits and Shadow Step. And so teleport here. And then Coral is going to set both elements and play 3 cards next turn. And Trap is going to make a 3 damage trap. And now I will Drown Beneath the Waves, Skitter, and Tidal Blast. Fluid Knight with Restless Spirits. And I just long rested. Don't need Improvised Improvement. And so I guess let's just make the trap as big as we possibly can, right? Oh, I don't have any top make trap cards. So I guess I'll Dangerous Ground. And it won't quite be in range. It's fine. So Coral is going to first Tidal Blast, then consume the light and do Down Beneath the Waves. With my boots... No, I do not have boots active. So because of Tidal Blast, I get move 4, attack for 5, move 4. Let's step on this. Who cares, right? 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to be in range. Oh, there's another guy. There's an extra guy. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think I have Smashing Torrent up, do I? No, I don't. So he doesn't suffer 1. But I do get to attack for 5. I should have done this sooner, but whatever. Attack for 8. And I pierce everything, and it does 16 damage. And then I get to move and attack this guy for... Oh, I guess now I'm just doing Skitter, right? So attack with Skitter, it's an attack for 2 because of Tidal Blast. It does 2 damage because of all of the stuff, and it'll wound and disarm. And then now my move 1, I could turn into a move 2 to get here, and then attack for 2 again with Tidal Blast. And it will deal 3 damage because of the Pierce 2, and it will wound. And that will finish Coral. I think I actually also got to eat Dark, so he would take 1 more. Let's see. They're going for the furthest away target, which means they're going for Trap. This guy's going to move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So next turn I can just Unavoidable Outcome him, and he's uber dead. Not like he wasn't already uber dead, but... So I guess Trap is just going to Extra Teeth and then Dangerous Ground. Well, Dangerous Ground first, right? So I can make a 5 damage trap right here, and I guess just a measly 3 damage right there. And then combine all of these. So this is 10, 13, 23, 25. And I've already increased the damage of a trap this round. So it's just going to be a 25 damage trap right there. To 25. Buddy Old Pal is just going to shield and regenerate. This guy is an ally to us, if you have not played this scenario. The Algox Guard is an ally to you and an enemy to all the monsters. If the Algox Guard dies, the scenario is lost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for this guy to get here, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for him to get to Trap. Does that mean that he would be going after Buddy Old Pal? Because this guy's faster? I think it does. That's unfortunate. All right, fine. So then Deathwalker is going to move a shadow for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then would I rather make him suffer 3 or attack him for 5? Let's attack him for 5. So we'll eat the shadow and attack him for 5 with Fluid Night. I'm sure I long rested. I'm supposed to have Eagle Eye Goggles back at this point, right? Oh, the attack for 5 is going to crit, which will deal 7 damage. We use the shadow up, and he gets marked. Is this going to stay on top? No, it won't. And then now they will go first to this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he will... Man, so... He doesn't... Oh, well. He'll attack Coral, attack for 4. And then into Deathwalker, attack for 4. How am I going to kill this guy? Oh, Exploding Decoy to pull him in. Okay. It'll overkill by... Let's see, he'll go down to 7, and then it'll overkill by 18. I need Coral to be wounded. Oh, I got missed. That's right. This guy goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but he's disarmed. This guy goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then Coral gets attacked for 2. Has 1, 2 shield. And so we'll use a 3rd shield. And so that's 3 ranged retaliate. And so this guy will take 3 from the spiked armor. I forgot about the reduced damage on the crit, so this guy has 1 more health. And we are new turn. So Deathwalker just wants to have a lot of movement. Move 3 will be sufficient. And I have Dark. So I'll Shadow Step and Black Barrage to get the experience, I think. Or maybe I should Eclipse. Move here and Eclipse, and then next turn I can Anger of the Dead. And that way I can just get as much experiences as possible. Go ahead and short rest here. What do I need to do to win this? Honestly, the Alrox Guard probably 1v1s that guy. So maybe I'll just attack this guy with Sodden Soil. I don't know why I asked what I need to do to win this. I think that's pretty clear at this point. Just Exploding Decoy. Would I have any chance of doing the remove 7 shadows in a round? I don't think so. It would be like theoretically possible to set up because I'll have 1 and then I'm setting 4, so I would have 5. If I consume all 5 and kill like this guy, then I get a 6th. So no, because I would need to have 1 more active already when I do Eclipse. So I would need 1 more shadow out right now. I would need to have 2 out, and then I could do the combo. Oh no, then it wouldn't even work that turn. I would have to play Shadow Step bottom. So yeah, if I had 2 shadows out, I could play Eclipse top, and then I would have 5 shadows out. On the next turn, I would move 6, make a shadow. That would remove 1 shadow, and I would have 5 out. And then I could consume all 5 with Anger the Dead as my top action. That would be 6 consumed. If I kill the target, I get a new shadow. Then I need to be attacked, and I can teleport with Fluid Night into the new shadow and remove it. And that would be 7. But I don't have a shadow out right now, and I already played Shadow Step. We get Shield and Retaliate from this guy, which is good. That'll work just fine. So Coral will just step here and attack for 3. I don't have any Pierce. With the +1, I deal 3, and he's got 3 shields, so he takes no damage. Yeah, let's go ahead and Frenzy Potion. Why not? So it's attack for 4. I did not do a Tide, and so 4, it deals 1 damage. And then Trap is going to attack this guy with Exploding Decoy. Hey, I get to add 2 damage to the trap, so it's a 27 damage trap. I don't think that attack did any damage. He suffers 3, and then he suffers 27. So he got overkilled by 20 damage. And then I'll just step here and grab the loot. No, it's the wood that Coral needed. I got a wood on Deathwalker, and I got a wood on Trap. I guess I only got 4 loot on Coral, but still. Deathwalker will come here and make 4 shadows. 1, 2, 3, 4. This guy can't move, or I guess this guy goes first, right? He just attacks right here. It's attack for 5. It'll deal 9. And Buddy Ol' Pal gets this. He is not a character, so he doesn't get this, but he does have just 2 retaliate. Like normal. Oh, if this guy theoretically were to die this turn, if this guy somehow would suffer 2 damage and then die before Deathwalker's turn, I would be able to like make a shadow up here, but then I wouldn't be in. Oh, I could replace this shadow with this shadow, and then could I get in range of Anger of the Dead? No, I'd be 1 away. So there's no way to remove all the shadows. I don't think this guy attacked Coral yet. Attack for 3. And he takes 3. And so now I will just Anger of the Dead and Restless Spirits. Here I will go as slow as possible and just try to pick up the loot. Trap does not care at all, and I just hope the guy up top dies. We get another Shield and Retaliate out of Boyo. Deathwalker... Oh... I'll move this 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I remove the shadows if there's nothing for me to target? Wait, no, it doesn't matter. I'll just move this shadow closer with the bottom of Restless Spirits and then consume all 5 of them to get an attack 7, range 7. Attack 6, range 7. And it kills. And then... this guy will attack for 10. And he'll deal 10. He actually almost killed my guy. He suffered from the wound, and then he suffers Retaliate. And then I get a new shadow up here. And Coral will just pick up this loot. Dang it, didn't get the wood. It was 3 away. Alright, GG, easy. That didn't even like count as playing a scenario. Trap is beginning to feel mighty busted. But honestly, there is literally no better challenge. Like, I really wish I had gotten that challenge on a significantly more difficult scenario. This was not the right one for Spiked Armor. Come on. Select. There we go. We get the battle goal. I did not get 3 loot turns, 3 loot in the same turn. Oh, in this scenario with 3 or less hit points. Dang. I definitely could have done that too. I had all of those traps next to myself to step on. Just not good enough. Complete. Okay, I mean, it was a good introduction scenario for Deathwalker, right? I definitely learned that I do not need Call of Doom. Not while I have a Coral in the party. So let's put Strength of the Abyss in. And... did anybody level up? No levels. Did I take a level 6 card on Trap? Did I just now level up? Maybe I just now leveled up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So did I accidentally have an extra one of these? Or did I just not take a level 6 card on accident? I mean, make a stun trap. How could I not make a stun trap, right? This does sound really nice. Cage of Thorns. Make a 1 damage trap next to them. What is the wording on Persistent Pitfalls? Proficient Hunter. Increase each round, not each turn. So you don't get to have this go twice in a turn by... What am I talking about? Yeah, Cage of Thorns happens during your turn. Like, both parts of Cage of Thorns sound good, but Persistent Pitfalls says stun, I think, is what my analysis is gonna come down to. Now, I could drop Improvised Improvement, because these are the same effect, and if I'm playing Proficient Hunter, which has been absolutely game-changing for the class, Proficient Hunter and Extra Teeth, insane combo. If I'm playing these, then maybe... Or, like, since they both replace traps with Proficient Hunter, I'm not having, like, low damage traps to replace. Like, my best is, like, the 3 damage trap on Dangerous Ground or a Honeypot trap. And so I don't have a ton of those to do, like, every rest cycle. Exploding Decoy Bottom. Persistent Pitfalls is going to scale a lot better with Unavoidable Outcome, particularly the bottom, just because then it's a 2-turn stun, whereas the top of Unavoidable Outcome is just a 1-turn stun. So I really do feel like Persistent Pitfalls is actually, like, just the style I've been playing the trap. This is actually not the card to take, and the card would be Cage of Thorns, just because of the style that I've been playing. The really nice part about Cage of Thorns is it would make so many 1-damage traps that it would make Persistent Pitfalls really easy to play if you had both of these. Oh, range 2 is really short. I did not realize that this was range 2. That's kind of crazy. I'm definitely going Persistent Pitfalls, and maybe I'll drop Improvised Improvement. These actually would combo together, make a Blessed Trap, and then replace it with a Stun Trap. So maybe that would be a reason to keep Improvised Improvement. Dismantle is really good with Persistent Pitfalls, but I don't really need it too much until I have... But, like, the nice part about Dismantle versus Unavoidable Outcome, with Unavoidable Outcome, the trap has to be next to the target for me to pop it, whereas with Dismantle, I just get to do an attack. And as long as I have a Spyglass, I probably won't miss. I just really want, like, the helmet that gives me an additional target, and then that turns Persistent Pitfalls into an insane card. But maybe it's kind of just a moot point, because at level 7 I get Foxhole, and this turns Persistent Pitfalls into a 2-target. Let's drop Improvised Improvement. I don't know. It's hard. Maybe Boar Catcher's the right answer, but I don't know. A 20 speed move 4 jump feels really hard to drop. Honeypot just... It's too good in combination with Persistent Pitfalls. And, like, I like the flexibility of being able to make a heal trap, a 4 health heal trap, just whenever necessary. And I guess if I'm ever not playing Proficient Hunter, you know, I totally didn't even realize this had move 5 on the bottom. That's actually insane. Literally, if you had asked me what this card did on the bottom, I would have told you it made a Regenerate trap. I would not have said that it has a move 5. Man, this has got to be one of the best cards in the game. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be without Extra Teeth, being able to combine them. It's just the fact that, like, making any target suffer 2 damage every single round, and even being able to do it on long rests, is extremely powerful. I didn't use my Dangerous Gear. I didn't, I guess I did use all of these, didn't I? Didn't use my Major Power Potion. Didn't use my Boots of Speed. Really did not need anything in that level. Let's go back to town. 133.1. This was, oh! You know what? We need to do the back of Snowflake's character mat, too. 44 is the enhancer, right? So I have it. Oh, no! Oh, that's so cool. I don't know why I'm saying oh no. Oh, sick. Okay. 50 gold for enhancements right now. How many levels do I have in the enhancer? 2. So reduce all gold costs by 10. Okay, let's do it. I don't know what page this is on. It's like 70. No, I think I wasn't far enough. 72. Here it is. Okay, on trap first, we're going to have to do like a level 1 card because it's 25 gold. I mean, just increasing a trap damage by 1 costs 50. Another option would be to increase a move. So if I have 50 gold to spend and it costs 10 less and 25 for a level 2 card, I've only got 5 gold. So I'd be able to spend up to 45. So I'd be able to do a 20 gold enhancement on a level 2 card, which is like increase pull by 1. So what can even be enhanced? Honeypot. Ooh, Honeypot a move 4. Feels like I can just lock that in. Boar Catcher could become 5 damage. Exploding Decoy would become a late move 4. That's not as good. And Dismantle, I could increase the range. That's not nearly as good. So I guess I'll just make Honeypot a move 4. I mean, maybe 1 more damage on Boar Catcher would be nice, but I think the flexibility on making Honeypot a move 4 is better. So let's lock that in. Very nice. Okay, on Deathwalker. I've never looked at enhancements on Deathwalker. And how much gold do I have? 15, so 65 gold to spend on enhancements. I know that Wave of Anguish making move all shadows move 2 sounds really, really good. Move all shadows 2. It's not a summon, so it would just be the base movement cost, right? Yeah, treat the movement of tokens as a 30 gold cost. Then it would be doubled because it's multi-target, right? It targets multiple, so it would be doubled. So 30 doubled to 60, and then minus 10. So it would just cost 50 to add +1 onto Wave of Anguish. And so now I can move all shadows too. I think I'm happy with that placement. Kind of wish the sticker were like a different color. The black is kind of hard to read. Sick. I would also really like to make the move on Wave of Anguish a little bit better, and I wish you could enhance initiatives, because 58 really sucks. I guess I can get it down to 38 if necessary, but still, having this card enhanced is going to be crazy. Is there anything to enhance on Coral? How much gold do I have? A flat 0. Let's see. I mean, it's going to have to be like a level 1 card because it's only 50. The move on Sharp Chitin, that doesn't feel worth anything. I guess the attack on Cleansing Swell is okay. The move on Skitter is not bad. Overwhelming Wave is a multi-target, so it would cost extra. Yeah, not very much that's enhanceable on Coral. Movement on Skitter feels decently versatile. Cleansing Swole was multi-target, right? So I don't have enough for that. So some of the options were a little underwhelming, but I think that's okay. Either way, nice fun little bonus, right? And then we come back to town, so I'll do 2, 2, 2. So 5, which means I need to lose 7 here. And then I get 2, 2, 2. I get these. This flips around. And that finishes that. Don't need to make any soldiers. This is my final week of summer. So next week I get that. We needed to do Snowflake's retirement. .107.3. .177.4 in the 9th week of next summer. That is a long way away. .177.4. Okay. Oh man, Honeypot being a move 4 is going to be amazing. Finishes all of that. I don't think I did an outpost event, actually. All characters draw and read additional... Oh. Okay, first of all, I don't have a personal quest on Deathwalker. So what is Deathwalker's? Own things or complete challenges? We'll go for complete challenges. And so that's 1. I think I will want to change one of my quests. Okay, so all characters draw and read an additional personal quest now to see what could have happened somewhere else in the multiverse. Once all characters have drawn and read this quest, flip one over. So Coral, Trap, Deathwalker. 150 cards, experience cards. That would take a really long time if I switch to it on Coral, but also I'm level 8 and I've only looted 4 piles of wood going all the way up to level 8. I'm not good at looting. Dang. 150 experience from cards. That would be at least 10 scenarios. I don't know what 83 is. That's what I just got on this, right? Because I already have 37? Yeah, 37's the shop, right? The trading post. Yeah, it is. So I guess I'll keep what I have on... Oh, well, that's what it's going to say on the back. Let's see. Kill 15 rune machines on Trap. That would be really easy. But I want to finish this quest line, so I don't want to switch Trap. So maybe I should switch Coral. And then kill 222. I already have 44 and 88, so definitely not switching. Wait. That shouldn't be in here. I got this one from doing 2. Oh, maybe it should be in here. Yeah. That's not on this that I did that one. So I'm not switching anything. All characters can choose and resolve individually. You can take the new one or stay with your old personal quest. Okay, finished that. Works out very nicely when it reminds you to draw a personal quest for a character you totally forgot. Am I done? Oh, I can build a building. And so the part about upgrading the stables here It's going to cost me 455. So we'll use the Carpenter to reduce the cost by 1. I still reserve the right to buy items on Deathwalkers. I haven't looked at it. We just get +1 prosperity. But that gets me to prosperity 5, which means now I've got a ton, an absolute ton of buildings that I can build. All of these can be upgraded. The garden can be upgraded. Oh, that's going to be sick. I've never upgraded the garden past this point. The craftsman can be upgraded for new items. The trading post can be upgraded for new items. Town hall can't. Stables can't. The carpentry can be upgraded for I don't know what. The enhancer can be upgraded for even further reduced enhancements. Still level 1 barracks, though. Still level 1 barracks. I guess some things never change. But I can go ahead and level up to 3 on Deathwalker now that I'm prosperity 5. So I'm a little bit torn on this. I like Ritual Sacrifice. I mean, a 13 speed move and make dark is pretty great. Completely ignoring the whole shield thing that it can do. Sometimes I could definitely see that being useful. Like if Coral's going to be tacked a bunch, give it like 2 shield for a round just at the cost of 2 shadows. That just seems insane. I haven't been able to get as much use out of the top of this as I would like to. But, like, just a plain attack 3 on the other side is kind of boring. On Deadbolt. Also, like, 88 isn't really that great. Like, I've already got Eclipse if I want to go really slow. And I'm going to try to be playing Call to the Abyss top rather than bottom. So I would only be taking this card for the move all shadows up to 3 hexes. So I think I'm taking Ritual Sacrifice. I think I've answered the question for myself enough. I could drop Anger of the Dead, but I like it just for farming experience. Could drop a Black Barrage, but then I lose some Shadow Movement. But I do have good Shadow Movement now that I was able to upgrade Wave of Anguish. I'll drop Strength of the Abyss and take Ritual Sacrifice. I think that makes some sense. And then, we'll do a -1 for a +1. I also can take another potion now, so do I just take a major potion? Let's just take a major power potion to get really good Wave of Anguishes. Waves of Anguish. Should have a power potion because Snowflake just put one back. And then what can I craft? 436. Could just do a well-strung bow to increase the range of Forceful Spirits to range 3. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. That would be the only thing that I would be using it on. Heavy Sword is also definitely an option. Oh, I wanted to try the Battle Axe for 20 gold. So I don't have enough gold right now, but I think Battle Axe could actually be really good with Restless Spirits or Fluid Night. Just at the right time. Having Battle Axe would also mean that I would want to... what about Cleaving Axe? After your melee attack, one target adjacent to it suffers 2. Fluid Night counts as a melee attack no matter where you are. So, like, from a long range, I can be doing attack 5 and make the target adjacent to it suffer 2. I could pair Cleaving Axe with a Heavy Sword to make it attack 6 from, like, infinite range, and then make an adjacent target suffer 2. If I switch back, if I switch Strength of the Abyss back on, then I could consume 2 shadows to get an infinite range attack 8, make an adjacent target suffer 2 with Heavy Sword and Cleaving Axe. That feels pretty tempting. Just trying to think if there would be anything better. But, like, items that add 3 damage per rest cycle would be pretty hard to come by. And then when it comes to chest pieces, like Cured Leather Armor, I probably would rather just take, like, Robes of Evocation or Cloak of Pockets, right? Cloak of Warding would be nice. I don't remember exactly what 91 is. But anything that actually does reach me, just push it away. I think this is what I'm going to do for now. Heavy Sword with Cleaving Axe. I have the range that I can stay safe enough to do this. And then... So it's 2, 3 metal, and 1 and 1. And now I've got some items. Still missing a chest piece. I've got 5 leather. Crude hide armor. Cured. 98 is like a... It's just a double... It's an unhealthy mixture, right? Yeah, unhealthy mixture. So this would cost me 2 hide and an unhealthy mixture. Alright, very, very, very long town section. But it is done.